Yes, that's it. Now let's go for MATIC. Check the chart real quick. Okay. Okay. So we got many members here on Discord already. Altuk, Amo, Bukarik, DJ, Mac, Mark, Yushenna, CryptoLamp. If you have any questions, let me know. And like for those who are watching on YouTube, on Telegram, or like I don't know, not really sure where Mac is streaming like the session. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I will be happy to answer it. Let's move forward to MATIC, but first let me take a sip as a little break, okay? Let's move forward to MATIC. On MATIC weekly time frame, this is a strong support zone, as you see, around 0.7, and this one has been respected for a long period of time. Resistance previously, support multiple times. So that's why we'll be looking for bust-ups around this area, unless of course it would be broken down. It wouldn't be good at all. We'll be expecting further bearish movement. So if this one is broken downward, I don't know, because like MATIC has been one of the strongest coins. So if this was broken downward, it wouldn't be good at all for the entire market, right? Because if the strongest one is getting broken, right? Anyway, for now, this is acting as a massive support zone multiple times already. So let's see. We're looking for buy setups already. If you go to H4 time frame, can't really say much. Previously, like we had a big movement due to FTX. We had a break, retest, and we are currently trading lower. If you go to H1 time frame, like we had this channel last week. We broke above this minor high. We broke above it, and now we are here. It might be as a short-term correction before we have one more impulse movement downward. So for the bulls to take over, I'm still waiting for a break above this last major high, which you can see even better from from H4 time frame. You can even go if you want for this one. Okay, this is why you see my alert exactly at this level. Okay, so I'm waiting for this break for the bulls to to prove to me that they are strong enough, because as you can clearly see, it is a major high and we kept on making lows and lower highs. This is broken. This is not a major high. This is just from lower time frames. So I still want like extra confirmation by a break above the zone. Meanwhile, we can still trade a little bit lower, make maybe a higher low, right, or a low, and then we'll be updating the zone. Okay, but for now, this is the zone, even if you go a little bit lower before we trade higher. Let's go to Link, also a very similar one. As you see, this high I'm waiting for a break above. If you go to weekly time frame, we have been stuck inside this range. Like Link has been very strong lately. Yes, it's in a range, but at least it's not melting. All right, for example, if you check any chart, like for example Atom, look at this bearish movement. So for example MKR bearish, XMR also has been strong. XLM, look at this bearish movement, right? So for Link, starting from like May 2022, we have been inside this range. So inside this range, around the lower band, so like very clearly looking for buy setups, right? Unless it's broken downward again and again. If this is broken downward and a MATIC break below 0.7, it wouldn't be good for the entire market, okay? So this is the 5 support previously, demand as well, and now it's in a range if you check daily time frame. So most probably and like hopefully, right, we'll see the break to the upside. In this case, this would be an entire accumulation phase, because when we are in a bearish trend, we'll get stuck inside an accumulation before we trade higher. And we can clearly see it, a big wedge pattern, and then price broke it and then got stuck inside this consolidation. And like starting from here, even when we were right there, right, and like inside this wedge pattern, I was waiting for this high to be broken upward and break above, and break above this like trend line and this previous high, which as you noticed didn't happen. Let's delete it. Okay, so here we go. So now, for the bulls takeover from a long-term perspective and start the bull run on Link, we need to see a break above the 10. That's why you see my alert right here. Okay, now from a shorter term perspective, since we are around the lower bound of this support, I'm looking for buy stops, and you can clearly see anyway from daily. This is the last high. Okay, lining up with what? With this previous lows here. Here we go. Okay, like if you want, like very similar to algo, to many altcoins also. We broke it, retested it, and we are currently here. So for the bullish takeover, you see my alert. It's a very like a very straightforward one. This is the last major high that I would like a break above for the bullish to take over. In this case, we'll be expecting a movement till around the 9, which is the supply right here. And later on, from a long-term perspective, I would like to see a breakup of the 10 for the bullish to take over, and that would be it. Let me check the chat real quick. Near, please update the coin initial offering prices. Yeah, exactly, CryptoLamp. Yeah, let's go for near now since you requested it, and then I'll be going over these low ones right there. Where is near? I guess it's like it's near. Yeah, this is it. Let's check it out. Yeah, like unfortunately, like this one, the zone from last week, if you remember. Yeah, this was it. I was waiting for a break above it. Didn't happen. So we kept moving lower. Let's delete it anyway. Let's go to weekly. And okay, now we are around 1.5, which is like this lowest point of this low. Also, we've got the 1, most probably would be here. Yeah, 0.8, but of course the 1 would be a massive round number. Let's delete this one because we already got it here. And now this 3 is a next resistance zone, which is lining up with this major high from daily, of course. If you go to daily, that's it. Can't really say much. Unfortunately, we melted. Let's delete this one. Annoying. Also, let's keep it clean. If you want, long story short, we will take over from a long-term perspective. I want to break above this zone. Now, since we are here, and as you can see here from my alerts, right? So I'm waiting for it. If, of course, if and only if we approach the 1, okay, I want to look for buy stops here. Let me fix this one. Okay, good. So I want to look for buy stops inside it, and or I'm also looking for buy stops if we retest the 1.5. But if we break it downward, we'll be expecting further bearish movement. We can draw a trend line here, okay, which you can see better from H1. Okay, and that's it. Yeah, it's broken. But okay, let me check my alert. Okay, good. Now I'm waiting for a break above this zone, which you can see my alert is here, 1.77. Of course, like the bulls took over from a short-term perspective by breaking above this. Very similar price action to MATIC. That's it. We broke above this short term, but I'm still waiting for for the major one. This is it, and also very similar to Atom. If you go, this is the short term one, and I'm waiting for this one. Okay, I don't have my alerts here on this one because I personally I personally like go for this one. Okay, Bink. I'm not really sure why, but this is one I chose. This is my alert. Okay. Um, where we were on near, right? Yeah, link near Atom. Okay. So yeah, the bulls took over from a short-term perspective. We already are like now bullish, of course, short-term. Okay, this is the channel now. That's it. If broken downward, it wouldn't be good. We might retest the 1.5. If the 1.5 is broken downward, expect further bearish movement. In this case, like this alert will go off around the 1, which is a very attractive price. Or if we break above this 1.77, the bulls would take over from a medium-term perspective. That's it for near. Let's go for Atom. On Atom has been standing strong around yeah, that's why we went for Atom for this layout, because the one that I trade on is like we don't have enough data, right? This is why we chose a better one for the analysis. Okay, so you can clearly see that this 8.5 to 10 is a strong support zone, multiple rejections previously, and we are currently back around it. That's first. If we break below the 8.5, it wouldn't be good. We'll be expecting further bearish movement to the 5, which is this one. If you go to daily time frame, we are currently inside this channel and also around the lower bound. For the bulls to take over, we need to see a break above the 10, okay, which is this one. This one was from last week. Let's update it. That's it. Like above 10.3. Okay. If we break it higher, we'll be expecting the boost to kick in. Meanwhile, the boost took over here from a short-term perspective. Let's delete this one and stick to the one right here. Okay. This is it for Atom. We will also have MKR. Let me check the chat. Okay, near done. Okay, okay, fantastic, Amo.